Do you know how Salsi made a video about his Isha's contents, right? I
Oh,
had that
okay.
idea
I
for
didn't
like
watch
2
it.
months before him, but I never got around to doing it. So I was thinking
Okay.
I would go through the stuff in my Ishas because I'm really bored.
Ooh.
There's nothing to do.
Okay, that's fun.
Okay.
So
Why does?
what do you guys have in your Ishas? Because I know your guys' Ishas are like absolutely trash.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
man,
know for a fact that Dig has like random shit in his Ishas like a rose or something.
same.
It's really weird.
No, it's all shocking.
The one in the floaty account, I don't know where it went, but it used to be so epic. And the one on my main account has stuff from like 2 years ago, like
Yeah,
random shit.
I also fixed your Ishas.
Yeah, I know.
Either
You
way,
didn't fix it though. You
so
made
like
it
I have
bad.
everything really organized and shit. So I have my helmets first, because obviously you need helmets, right? That makes sense.
Yes,
Wait, why are you making a
just to
video?
protect your people.
Because I haven't done a 2v. People are asking for 2v2 video and I haven't done one, so I'm just doing the easiest thing I can think of, which is
Okay.
literally just flexing my 2v2 stuff.
So you're recording already.
Of course, yes.
You didn't even tell me, man. This is
I asked you, bro. I literally asked you.
outrageous, man.
Yes, this is outrageous.
Wait.
Then we have shed sprays, of course. I don't know where that one is. There.
Oh, Wales.
Actually, there's some of
Best
mine too.
Get a
best
shulker.
2v2 player. Wales.
Leggings, bro. These are pants.
QJ, Wayo, and I hacked Windows. Very good.
Yes, very good pants. These will protect me so I don't get cold and my willy will not be cold in the water.
Oh,
Oh, Frost Walk, I didn't know I had these. I'm gonna use them. Actually. Does it work? It doesn't work. What does
You
it
have
not
safe work on?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Did House patch it? It actually doesn't work.
What do you mean patch? It's a fucking vanilla feature, man.
No, Frostwalker. It should
And you
make
don't
ice, but
patch that.
nothing's happening.
Oh yeah, House patched it.
Nooner wants to have sex with me, guys.
Oh, I hate that guy.
What? Nooner is hilarious. What do you mean? And swords.
Oh,
Of course, I have my epic swords.
yeah,
Here.
we call this. We actually call these dildos in the actual order.
Oh.
I don't know if you knew that.
Oh yeah, okay.
Ooh.
You should all follow in my example because this is a beautifully organized. I'll show you. Here are pickaxes. Obviously, I only use fortune because you break e-chests and you get obsidian, right? So I have various tools. I have like a bit of everything. So I have silk touch, spades. I really don't use these a lot, so I don't need like dedicated shulkers. And you know, with the meta now, since the stacked stuff is gone, I have spots for like 7 shulkers just for totems. But right now I only have 3 because I'm withering spawn. So I have like 4 shulkers just for withers because.
That's actually very good.
Yes.
What are the withers' names?
Subscribe to HaxxorElite on YouTube because obviously everyone should do that. It's
oh yeah,
important.
they should.
Yes, they should.
Of course they should.
Yeah, it's just various tools basically. I label everything, so it's really easy to just see. Because obviously Houch fucking patched the preview thing, so I have to name everything really well. Yeah. So for example, let's just continue.
Why does he
Here are my
patch all the
bows.
cool stuff?
Because I am epic 2v2t player. Or I was thinking if maybe I should just replace the shulker just for arrows and just have a normal stack so I can use them forever. So I just replace one bow and just have a shulker of a stack of bows.
You should.
Because this is kind of redundant. Because I would rather have a shulker of totems like or maybe room strength so I could have a whole row.
Why do you have strength?
For PvP.
Why do you PvP?
I don't know, it's fun sometimes, but I never do because I suck. Man. Yeah, bro. Obviously, you need a shulker used for flint and steels. I don't know why this is in here. You need a shulker for flint and steels, right? Because you use them all the time. I always carry a flint and steel on me.
Wouldn't it be cooler to have like flint and iron ingots?
That would, yeah, sure, but these are unbreakable, so I think it wouldn't matter. I think they last
I
just
know.
as long.
I don't have a
Very
shorter
heavy.
for those.
Oh, this is also interesting. Did you know that a
Oh.
single stack of XP balls can mend an elytra 2 times? So basically, what I have done here is
What?
I have 2/3 just elytra and 1/3 XP balls. So in a shulker, this actually works out to being like more usage of elytra than it
One
would
and a
be
third.
if the whole
Yeah.
shulker was only elytras. So this is actually more efficient. And
That's
at the same time,
very clever.
I can save space, so I can have more space for my totems because I don't need a shulker just for XP balls. So I can just have them here instead. That works
Huh.
much better. I think
That's
too much about this stuff, but I think it's interesting. This is your shulker of
such an organized
fireworks.
build.
I've used up like half of this shulker. I'm running low on them. Might need to dupe or something.
Chorus fruit.
Also here, I thought
Another person.
it's very hard to choose because I know that ender pearls they run out faster, but at the same time, short shoot is also very useful. So I try to balance it, but I choose to have a bit more ender pearls than short fruit. Like it's basically the same though,
Yeah.
because I use both of them. So I guess from now on, because this used to be a shulker just of fruits and one used for pearls, but since stacked fucking totems are gone now, I need so many shulkers just for fucking totems, which is really sad. Because
This is just
I used to
making
be
me
able,
realize I'm a mess.
I used to have like building shulkers, but now I just need so many shulkers just for fucking totems because I run out of them a lot. Um,
How do you run of totems so much?
I go around spawn a lot and I play Withers, so people try to kill me. That's not that much, but in terms of
It's
stacks,
not.
I shouldn't do
Man,
stacks,
it's
but oh well. It's 3.7 stacks of totems. That's quite a lot. And imagine that in Shulker.
okay. Okay. Well, that is quite a lot.
Yeah, that is quite a lot. Obviously, just Shulker of each chest, nothing special. It's just
Very
literally
good
just each
shulker.
chests.
I like it.
Obviously, and the crystals, I always carry a stack on me. That should work just to kill whoever's trying to fight me or run away. I guess it's to scare the bad people away, dude. And this is just a shulker of obviously of golden apples. It's nothing fancy, nothing
Very
special.
good. Very interesting.
Yes. I also always carry a bunch of shulker shells on me if I find something interesting I want to store, so I can
I
just
mean,
make a shulker.
this is just a hypothesis, but I don't think you've ever used that.
Actually, I do use it sometimes, like once a month, I guess. So I dedicate a slot in my chest just to make shulkers, basically. So I have to
That's
make a
cool.
chest, and then to also this is where I carry my wood. So I don't have a. I used to have a shulker just for wood, but that doesn't work now because again I need so many slots just for totems.
Oh,
Kind of laugh.
Yeah, this is just if I want to build a beacon, I guess, or if I want to rename something. I rename stuff a lot though because of my my name tag, so I need to use it all the time.
ooh.
So this is just so I have every block of gems and stuff. So it's gems, anvil, and beacon.
You should carry less beacons.
What?
Personally, you
Actually,
have
what?
way more gems in proportion to the beacons.
That is true. That is true.
Yes.
And I
Now
have a
think
shulker
about
of
that.
TNT just for if I
Oh, that's
find.
for the fans.
Yeah, it's
That's very
for the
nice.
funsies, bro. That's for the
For
funsies.
the fans is very good.
Of course, of course. And I have shulker of strength because
That,
PvP.
I don't understand that.
Well, it's good if you trap someone, I guess, and use a sword, and
Yeah.
they don't have short fruit, or if like you're flying in there, right? And
Huh?
you want to fight someone in there, if you use a strength potion, you have a big advantage, basically.
Uh-huh.
And this is your shulker of totems.
Yellow boys, as we call
Yeah,
them.
and then we have, yeah, and then basically just a bunch of withers that I'm actually gonna use after this because I waited like 10 hours in queue, and now I'm gonna wither spawn because I have nothing else to do. I also forgot to mention when I was explaining, when I was showing off my e-chest contents, that I have a certain logic to where exactly I place items in my inventory and where I put items in my e-chest. It's actually mirrored from where I put stuff inside of my inventory. For example, I always put a row of totems, so I always carry 10 totems on me, basically no matter what I do. Unless I am doing something like building, but I basically never do that. I always have a sword in my first slot. I have a pickaxe in my second slot. Usually I have a bow or like a spade or something, but I almost always just have a bow. And always above a bow, I always have an arrow as well. In my fourth hand, in my fourth slot, I usually carry something like a random item, but nowadays with the Elytra's coming back, that slot has been used for fireworks. And next to fireworks, I usually have surest fruit and then pearl. And the reason I don't have pearl first is because sometimes when you use fireworks, you might scroll too much or something and you use a pearl by accident. So I like to have surest fruit first because that takes a long time to. If you just right click, nothing will happen. You'll just start eating. Compared to if you right click with the pearl, which in that case you'll use it immediately. And then I have obsidian in my seventh slot, and of course um, uh, crystals in my ninth, and then I have wait, it will be this eighth, sorry. Then I have in the ninth slot I have golden apples. I always carry food items in the last slot, so it's easy to switch from whatever tool you're using to food, or just use the keys on the keyboard. That works as well. And usually above golden apples, I usually put my Electra at the same place, which is always above golden apple. So I know where stuff is. I never have to think about exactly where everything is in my inventory because I always put them in the exact same place. Same with the Ender chest and flint and steel. Usually it's I back in the day I used to have it like this, but now I have it like that because it looks kind of neat. And then I have like random items in these slots, and sometimes if I have to manage something like chocolates or whatever, I usually put stuff above here so I can just place stuff down, stuff like that. So what I meant here is that I mirror where stuff is because, okay, obviously armor has priority, right? So I have armor first, and then I have my tools. Then I have Elytra because it's not exactly armor and it's not exactly tools. I guess it's after that, and obviously after Elytras you would have fireworks, right? And then I have Shores Fruit and E-chest. I think E-chest as if it's obsidian instead of as if it's an E-chest because I use E-chest mostly just to mine for obsidian, right? So I'd have Shores Fruit first, and then I'd have obsidian, which is mirrored here. And obviously after that, I'd have crystals. So I have crystals in my E-chest. And then I'd have golden apples, because that's mirrored here in the same order. So if I forget to something, I can just look at how it is in my E-chest, or the other way around. And then I have shotgun shells. There's not really any logic to this. It's just where I put it. It might as well be here, or whatever. There's not really anything special to that. Then I gain gems, my anvil and beacons, and then the TNT. And usually I have withers next to the TNT like this or like this. But right now, since I have so many withers, I place them over here instead. And then obviously strength, and then I have my totems.